Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
I'm falling all over the place here. I need to calm down a bit.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon from ShoreFishermanUK. That's Reggie. Say hello, mate.
Hello.
We tried recording this 3 times, he won't stop talking. You're going to be a little bit more quiet on this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go down to the reef tonight and fish the low, which is actually my favourite type of fishing because it produces the better sized bass almost every time. So I've got high expectations, obviously, just based on previous experience down there. But what I want to teach you guys is, like, number one is probably the safety equipment. Like, what's the absolute bare minimum you need to take down there in order to get across that reef safely and get back safely, whether it be dark, light, whatever. There's certain things you need to take, and number one on that list is crampons. That's these. These are spiked add-ons for your boots, and they're not expensive. They're about 15 or 20 quid, but when you walk across a rock with these, you're so grounded, it's unreal.
You
need these. So they're imperative, especially when you're like casting out on the edge of a rock, and remember, I'm casting out 6-ounce lead and bait on a 14-foot rod. So there's a fair amount of swing in that. But yeah, these are absolutely amazing. They've been a lifesaver for me. They don't last more than like a year, really, because they're made out of metal, so they rust. But they are absolutely bang on for going down there and well worth spending the money on. Second to that, the other bit of safety equipment that I'd go for, and you guys probably know this anyway, but that's just a head torch. I'm going down there today about 5 o'clock. I'm probably not going to fish much longer than 4 hours, but always just in case. If the fishing's bang on, I might stay longer, and it's always just worth having one in your bag. But that's literally it for the safety equipment. Obviously, I've got a knife. I've got my phone. Make sure it's fully charged. Make sure wherever you are, you've got a bit of phone signal or close to somewhere that you can. And then yeah, just if you're going down there for the first time, guys, any reef, just take it slow. There are bits and bobs down there you can find that are quite flat. Hand sanitizer is not safety equipment, dude. Loads of people won't even take that. It's because I'm fussy. Line for your rigs. That's about 35 or 40 pound mono, and it's perfect. Don't need to be fluorocarbon, don't need to be anything expensive, just 35 or 40 pound mono. We're using 6-foot traces. Buy a big spool of it if you're doing this, because you'll go through it. It won't last forever. So line, number one. Selection of hooks. I use between 4/0 and 5/0. My favourite ones are the, oh god, I forgot what they're called now. It'll come to me later on in the video. But I've got Aberdeen 5/0s. I've got Cox and Raw meat hook 6/0s. 6/0 specimen, no, 4/0 specimens and 5/0 specimens. And that's the hooks that I'll bring. And then you've got the bits that you're going to need for the rig are swivels, weight clips and beads. That's it. There is nothing else more to a running ledger rig, and that's all you need to go down there and catch bass. So I've got like a little tiny tackle box with beads, weight clips, stuff like that in. Everything I need is in that. And then also I've got some extra swivels that I've just picked up because I'm running out. And then leads, guys. You need heavy leads. 3 ounces. Some of the people I know use a 3 ounce. I always like using a 6 or a 7 because when you're casting out in the surf, you don't want your lead rolling around on the rock. You want it to stay exactly where you put it. And we'll dive deeper into that later when we're down there. But yeah, quite a few as well, because you never know if that ground you're on is just going to take loads of gear. Most of the time it don't, but sometimes you just have rough days where you've lost like 5 or 6 leads. And other than that, guys, you're talking bait elastic in case you find any crab. I've got a pair of like fold up pliers that have got a knife, a screwdriver and loads of other bits on. And then a proper knife just for cutting line and for emergencies, I suppose. Might get stuck, might get my foot stuck in a in a bit of rock and have to do a, you know, that film where that guy had to his own leg off. You never know. But yeah, gonna get the gear in the car now, gonna head down there, and then hopefully the wind's not so terrible you can't hear me talking. I'm gonna do the imperative stuff now, which is the rig making and how you fish it. And then when we're down there, I'm hoping that I can give some tips and tricks, but the wind is strong, which is great for the fishing, but at the same time means that the audio might not be great. So we'll get the important stuff out of the way now. I'll show you exactly how to make just the easiest rig. It takes like a minute and it works, literally. I'll show you every single thing that I'm putting on as I'm doing it. Don't get mistaken and use these on the reef, because the chunkier the gear you're using, the more chance of it getting snagged. You don't need that. That's technically what a lot of people would use on a running ledger, but these are the ones. Just weight clip on the line, straight on the line through the swivel. That's part one, so that's just dangling there. Get yourself a bead. Remember, you don't want like massive beads. You just, all that is just to stop the swivel on this clip banging into the knot that we're about to tie. Slide the bead on. Once you've got your bead and your weight clip, you're just going to go for a swivel. Standard swivel. Tie that on. Fisherman's knot. 8 turns. I wasn't counting. That's it. So we got a swivel at the end, bead, and that bead's just going to stop that swivel wrapping around that knot and potentially breaking it. Now, second part, simple as well. Get your mono. Mine's 35 mono. Pull off of it about 2 arms lengths. So both arms out. That's what I'd normally go for. So I'm now going to cut it there. So we've got from end to end, that's one arm, literally just arm's lengths. Your arms might be shorter than mine, but it's going to be so minuscule of a difference you won't notice it. Now what we're going to do is our swivel that's got nothing on the end of it, we're just going to tie this line on. This rig's great as well, because as soon as you get a fish on, it brings the lead up off the bottom, which is important when you're fishing rough ground. And then pick your hook, guys, tie it on the end. Let's say we're going to go for, let's just put my knife away quick, because otherwise I'll end up forgetting it. Put them away. Let's say we're going to go for a WSB tackle Aberdeen 5.0. Don't know why the light's so terrible. Literally just a straight up Aberdeen. Nice sharp ends. I think these might, I'm not sure if these are chemically sharpened or not, but they work. That's why the pack's nearly empty, because I've been out catching fish on them. Tie that on. Honestly guys, it don't take long to make this rig, even when you're on the rock. It's so simple. Also, when I've shown this before a long time ago, but you don't need no bait elastic either for putting squid on. For mackerel and crab you would. But it's so easy getting squid on now. Don't even bother trimming your tag head. You don't need to. We're fishing in surf. Fish isn't going to be bothered by that. Maybe if you were fishing for flatties or you were fishing crystal clear water, you'd be using like fluorocarbon and doing the best you can. But in a surf, that I would tell you now, you could have a foot hanging off that. It wouldn't make no difference. That's literally it, guys. So we got hook. Start from the top. You got your main line with your weight clip, 6 ounce lead straight on that. Bead. The bead's literally just there to stop that banging on. Nearly fell over then. To stop that banging on the knot. After that, you got a swivel, 2-way swivel, simple. Mono, whatever line you want, but I wouldn't go less than £30. Between 4 and 6 foot of trace.
And then a 5 or a 6/0 Aberdeen hook, you can use a Coxswain raw meat hook, or you can use a circle hook, whatever you want. But I tend to find that the hook up rate on these is the dogs. Absolutely banging hook for bass. They always get it straight in the lip.
I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns.
Right, we're here now. We're literally exactly where we're going to be fishing from for the first bit anyway. I've taken one of the squids out of the bag and just thrown it in some water. These are really hard to put on when they're fully frozen, because when you put the line around them, they'll literally just crack. So what we're going to do is put the hook through the top and then out again, put it through, come through the side, 1/4 through the fish, not a whole loop, and then we're literally just going to put the hook through the body and out the head. So we're like that now. Squeeze that there, pull that tight, do a loop, one more loop, that's it. We're just going to cast it out like that.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Literally just then, the rod just like almost doubled over. I'll show it on the, hopefully it's on the GoPro footage. It just pulls the rod down, bang, 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 and nothing. The bass do that a lot, so what you do is you wait. You waited, it went again, and I just struck into it way too fast. The bait's pretty much untouched, so I've just thrown it straight back out, almost exactly where it was before. There's a lot of fish activity here at the moment, which is a really good sign. It's just whether or not we can actually fully hook into one. Hopefully any minute now. We're getting the nibblies. I want to make sure this one's definitely on. Again. I need to give them a bit more time before I strike into them really. I'm using different hooks to what I'd normally be using. If the bait's still there, we'll throw it straight back out. There, look, see if Bastard does that. Every time the Bastard just rip the heads clean off. And with this baiting method that I've shown you guys earlier, all you've got to do to get the bait off is just grab the hook, grab the line and pull it, and that's it. You just throw that back in the stick. Some people reuse that. I haven't got time to mess around putting things back. They're literally just picking it up, running with it and dropping it straight away as soon as they feel tension on the line. That makes me think these are smaller fish. Still probably bass, but just smallies. trying, hopefully it plays the line out and pops itself out. There's a fish on that 100% now. Yeah, he's well on. That's unfortunate, but it happens. That last fish I just lost was a little bit sucky actually. My whole lead has just come off, so we're pretty much fishing braid all the way to the bottom now. I've got my fingers crossed, but the braid doesn't normally fare that well against rock. So I suppose as long as I can keep my lead in the same place, it might be okay. I pretty much feel like I'm not going to stop till I get a fish at this point. They're just teasing me. There we go, I haven't exactly got it very well. Give me a sec. Straight through the lip. These are all their fish. It's exactly what's been hitting us and then just smashing us to absolute bits and taking us down in. That's definitely not sizeable, but it's a nice little fish. Look at that. That's number one. Hopefully we can get some more. Nice. What I'm going to do now is just move this GoPro. We need to start edging back now because the tide's pushing us in. I'll get rebaited straight back up and get back out. Hopefully we can get a decent size one. That's fishing up at the swelly. We've not quite sure what's done with that. Let's just move somewhere we're not going to get wet for a minute. Bit of a spider crab there. There's obviously just done a peel. Right, if you look down that fish's throat, you'll notice that that hook is actually in his gut. So the way we'd sort that is we'd go through his gill. You've got to be dead careful, and then pull the hook round, and then you can push it out his stomach. Now that's outlet. Don't be an idiot and just rip it out, because you'll kill the fish. Whoa, wait. There's bass number 2. That, I'd say that's probably sizable, but I'm probably still just going to put it back. Not measure him up against my arm. It'd be about 43, so it's really not worth it. We'll put him back, and we'll bait up again and chuck out for another one. Yeah, excellent. That's just number 2. Ideally, I want something sizable. That might just not be the case today, but we'll keep trying until we literally can't fish it no more. Fish on! This is a better fish. I tell you what, I was fully ready to jump in the water and grab that. That's heartbreaking. That was such a better fish as well. So that's pretty much going to conclude the evening, guys, because I literally just snapped off and lost probably about 30% of my line. So I'm going to go home now. I'll sort this out and put a new shot leader on it. But we caught some. I hope it was interesting. Oh no! There you go. Yes, guys, if you've liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. See you on the next one.
I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town.